Everybody, welcome to this week's programming. This is going to be our first week of the Bound Tested program. So we're going to do 4-week intervals. We got August, we have September, and then that's going to build up into October, where we're going to focus a lot of our attention onto Olympic weightlifting. So we're going to do some now. We're going to start introducing it in. We're going to start doing some of the barbell cycling, specifically some conditioning pieces. And then we're going to really start working heavier. So we built this broad base of strength through the summer. We had a lot of PRs on that. Congratulations. Hopefully a lot of you read the newsletter, seen the post on social media. A lot of PRs, a lot of big lifts, and thank you for everybody committing to the summertime, because usually summertime, they call it the summer lull. And in our gym, we have a lot of people stay consistent, even throughout traveling. And I'm very proud of everybody for that. But hopefully going in this Bound Tested, the reason why it's called Bound Tested is not for the strength portion. It's going to be for our conditioning portion. We're going to do a lot of games workouts. So the games that just happened, they had 20 events, really awesome workouts. I'm going to obviously scale it down for us normal human beings, and then I'll scale it down even more for our other normal human beings who have jobs and families and responsibilities that can't train all the time like the games athletes. So whether it's going to be the weights in the workout, the reps in the workouts, or the movements in the workouts, we're going to replicate those the best we can in the gym. So this week, going into that, let's get started. Today on Monday, remember, 2 days a week, we're going to have upper body push-pull. 2 days a week, we're going to do a lower body squat and lunge with a hinging movement. So basically like a deadlift or something like that, thrown in the mix. What we're looking to do with this is, one, build symmetry, build on what we did this summer, but we didn't focus a lot on horizontal pressing. So this time we will, but we're going to do a lot of single arm movements, single leg movements, and hopefully get a little bit of hypertrophy too out of that. So not really focusing on getting 1 rep maxes at the end of this. We're going to build doing this to build up for our lifting, which requires a lot of balance in the body, especially for us to be safe as we get older. And that includes myself. Monday, again, start every 4 minutes on the minute. You got 10 single arm dumbbell bench press, 10 or 20 alternating gorilla kettlebell rows or dumbbell rows from the floor. Then we have a 4-4-minute AMRAPs with 2 minutes rest. Each 4 minutes starts with a 200-meter run. Then when you come in, you have 6-4-2, 6 handstand push-ups, strict handstand push-ups, 4 shuttle box jump overs. That's from the game. That movement is. I like the movement. They did a 36-inch and a 30-inch box at the games in a much bigger box. And then they have 4-foot sections, the jump lines to jump off each side. And it made it a little bit tougher than what we're going to be doing in class, but it's something that I have some ideas for big team workout days to do in the future. Then we're going to do that, 4-4-minute AMRAPs, nice body weight sprint style workout to get started with. Then Tuesday, oh, and FYI, quick side note, this workout was programmed before today, obviously. And it was programmed before this past Saturday's workout. So Saturdays we had, if you came in, we had some stuff for Grant and his wedding party that was there at the gym. Basically a lot of gymnastics that's kind of similar to this. Originally that was not planned. So if you came in Saturday and came in today, it just happens if you try doing the gymnastics, if you added it in. Tuesday, doing back squat, tempo back squat, 2-2-X1, 5 every 2 minutes on the mat for 10 minutes. Looking for an RPE of 7 to 8. It's roughly 70-80% of your 1 rep max. Then we have the Hopper 2026 workout. So competitors on this is 3 rounds for time, 21 unbroken toes to bar, and then you have 7 unbroken, which is 7 hang squat snatches, and then 7 unbroken squat snatches. That's the way it was in the games. That's going to be for 95-65. That's going to be for some of the guys that want to do competitors, or ladies that want to do the competitors in the workout. Because 95-65 is something we can all do. 21 toes to bar. Something's going to be very challenging for everybody in the gym. And couple that with the 7-7-7 on the backside, that is a really tough workout. And if you go back and look at the times, I can't remember the fastest time. I think Colton Mertens did the fastest time for the guys. And I'm sure it was somebody like Alex Gizan or someone probably did fastest for the ladies. 95-65 is competitors. 75-55 is going to be RX. And then barbell only is what we're going to be doing for scaled version, or not scaled, for the fitness version. And also we'll do power snatch, hang power snatch, and then overhead squats, depending on your mobility. We might change that to a front squat, depending on mobility. Wednesday is going to be our team day, so the teams at the games are also going to have some team workouts. This is similar to what they did. We're just going to add in a longer piece. We're going to make it a little longer because we got some short stuff here little long piece here. Wednesday's teams, we have the 9,600 meter team relay, 3,200 meters on the rower, 3,200 meters of running, and then 3,200 meters of the ski erg. This is probably going to take 40 minutes. Well, that's not, maybe 40 minutes for some folks, but maybe 30 minutes or less for others. It just depends on the intensity. I would suggest on these up maybe every 400 or 600 meters, changing it out as you go. We can always put a low count of 300 meters. That might be better for some folks, 200 meters. Anything to keep your intensity high for both of you. So like, once again, if I partner up, say with, if I partner up with Jeb, I'm obviously going to crush him on the row. So if I do 500, he does 500, he's going to be worn out by the time he gets to the run. And then he's going to be more run out on the run, and I can even go faster now. And so now I'm going to be putting in really short, high intensity efforts, and he's just going to be slacking off, giving me more rest while he's pushing the pace and dying on the backside. So if we can make that even for both of us, now if we say, hey man, you do 300, I do 300, we know we can keep the intensity up instead of him doing 500, me doing 500, my 500 is still pretty easy, and his 500, he's dying. So you got to remember that when you partner up with somebody. We want this to be the same intensity person, and to keep movements, the breathing under control. It just makes a long, good conditioning piece. That's going to be Wednesday. Thursday, we're going back to upper body days, more compound movements. We're still staying off the barbell. We're going to do dumbbell strict presses. So 2 dumbbells overhead, seated strict presses, and the weighted chin-ups. They're palms facing you, you're going to do weighted. And so now if we need to scale these down, if you don't have them, remember we can put in those small bars down, or we can use a band, or we can have somebody hold our feet, our partner hold our feet. So if I'm with Jeb, he does his 8 strict dumbbell presses, I do my 8 strict dumbbell presses. I put on a 45-pound weight vest, I do my 3, and he still can't do 1 chin-up yet. I can go up to Jeb and I'll be like, hey man, I'll hold your feet for you, and cross them over, and then I'll stand behind him, and he can hold his leg. He can do 5 strict chin-ups that way. And that makes Jeb better doing those. Then after that, you got a 15-minute hammer out. This one's going to have 4 different movements in it. There might not be a lot of rounds done. It depends on how you scale it down. So looking at this right off the bat, I'm thinking this is going to be 1 round. 5 wall walks takes 40 to 50 seconds. 15 deadlifts, probably do those unbroken, maybe 2 sets. So we're looking at 130, maybe 145, 30 double unders, looking at 2 minutes in, 15 ring dips. If I can do those unbroken 2 sets, maybe 230, 3 minutes a round. So it needs 5 rounds total, possibly, that maybe I'm going to get on this. Somebody else, that 155, 105 deadlift, might take them 5 sets of 3, slows them down. 30 double unders might struggle, ring dips might struggle again. Let's scale this down to where we can get that 3-minute time cap, that 4-minute range, and try to get into those 3+ reps. That way we get 15 wall walks, 45 deadlifts, 60 double unders or 90 double unders, and then another set of 45 ring dips. If we get in that 3+ rounds for the 15-minute AMRAP, you're doing good. Now, if you get in that 4 to 5, which I think a lot of people will be at, that's even better. But scale the ring dips too tough, put your feet up on the bench in front of you. Then we can use the straight bar dips. Then we can use parallettes. We need to stack 2 boxes up, put our feet on the ground in front of us, going down. As long as we get this range of motion, our elbows, forearms almost vertical behind us, pressing up, that's what we want. Friday, this is going to make everybody really sore. Every 30 minutes on the minute for 12 minutes. So you got 4 sets of 20 barbell lunges. That's going to be lunging forward, alternating each leg. Now, I got a video on there. Remember, if you need these video demos, they're on there. I like using a lot of Marcus Philly stuff and a lot of Catalyst Athletics. Hopefully, my plan is this school year, with our kids being in school and have a little bit more time on our hands, then I'm going to start creating our own video library. And that just makes it a little bit better so we all know what's going on and I'm not piecing it together. But Catalyst Athletics, with Greg Everett, one of the foundational resources I had to learn Olympic lifting. And then Marcus Philly, who's one of the best movers ever at the games, in my opinion. And in my opinion, I really like using his videos just because he moves so well. And then after that, on Friday, we get done with the lunges. We have, for max reps, 3 rounds. Each one's got a part A and a part B. So it's going to be a 2-minute AMRAP. Each one is 2-minute AMRAPs. Start to go, clock from 0 to 2 minutes. You're going to do 20 cals, 20 wall balls, and 20 and 14 calorie row, as many rounds as possible. Some of that might just be 1 round. Some of you might be 1 round plus 10 wall balls. Some of you might get back to the rower on that, depending on how hard you want to push it. 2-minute mark, you rest. 1 minute. Next one, you're going to go up to your dumbbell. You have 5 hang dumbbell power clean and jerks on one arm. Then you're going to do 3 lateral burpees over that dumbbell. Then you're going to do 5 dumbbell hang power clean and jerks with the other arm, your left arm, 3 lateral burpees over the dumbbell for 2 minutes. So remember, 0 to 2 minute, ball calorie row, rest 2 to 3, 3 to 5, dumbbell hang power clean jerks and burpees. And then 5 to 6, you're going to rest another minute. We're going to do that for 3 rounds. So it's going to be 18-minute workout and roughly 2, 4, 6, 12 minutes of total work. These movements, very simple. It should be nonstop for 2 minutes. Lower the weight on the wall ball to stay unbroken on the wall ball. Just move on the rower. That's your goal. Dumbbell hang power clean jerks should be something that you can, I don't care if it's a 5-pound dumbbell. If it makes your heart rate, if your heart rate stays up doing a 5 or 10-pound dumbbell, use it. And you can even step over, for our fitness folks, step over the dumbbell. Just stay moving for 2 minutes. That's your goal. You know, of course, the competitors, you're pushing that pace. You want to see how much you can do in 2 minutes and how much you can recover in that 1 minute. That's where we're going to find out your fitness level, your ability to recover in really short bursts. Then Saturday, we have another team workout. We're going 4-time, 100 hang power snatches, 200 push-ups, 100 sumo deadlift high pulls, 200 sit-ups again. And then we're going to end on 400 meters farmer's carry, heavy as you can between you and your partner. You're going to walk out the door. Whenever you drop it, switch partners, and then they go back and forth. That's what we're going to do for those Saturday. That's this week's. Remember, it's week 1 of our Bound Tested. This entire month, we're going to be doing team workouts and individual workouts from the 2026 CrossFit Games. So be sure to check those out. Go by. I'm going to try to link some of those workouts that, if they are on YouTube, because Flow Elite had a lot of it. So if those workouts are on YouTube, I'm going to try to link a video to them so you can at least see the best in the world do these workouts. They were phenomenal to watch this past year. It was fantastic game. Probably one of the best I've seen in a very long time. Anyways, any questions, hit me up, info@crossfitbound.com, text, call me, loop, reach out on Wtb. I'm here always to help out. Let's get back into our routines, get these kids into school, and let's just get better. See y'all's names on the leaderboard.